Okay. So I will officially open this meeting. Welcome everybody to Content Creators Toastmasters. It is Thursday, June 27th, and we have a great meeting today. So we have the agenda in the chat, so you can see what we're going to follow, and we will we have some open roles. So if I don't know, when we get to that, maybe some people can take on 2 roles since we have a small meeting today. But I will introduce our Toastmaster for today. Thank you to the amazing Monique. Everybody give her a warm welcome.
Woohoo! My name is Monique and I will be Madam Toastmaster tonight. Welcome in, everyone. It's good to see you, Jim. Gina, it's good to see you. Welcome in, Joseph. Yang, it's good to see you also. And glad that you chose to be in this meeting tonight on this particular night because Gina is going to have something awesome to share with us. Woo-hoo! So, my role as a Toastmaster, I will introduce the word of today. I did put my name in the agenda also as doing the word of the day. So I encourage you guys to use the word essence. Ooh, what does essence mean? Now, I have a question, Gina. Can I go right into saying the definition of the word essence, or just go ahead into calling everybody in their parts?
Yeah, you can go ahead and introduce the
Okay,
word.
why not? Let's do this. Let's do this. Again, welcome in, everyone. So the word of the day is essence. The intrinsic nature or indispensable quality of something that determines its character. Gina embodies the essence of Forky from Toy Story 4 because of the connection to a child creativity. Thank you for that. I needed that laughter. The word Forky is so funny. Okay. And also content creation celebration in the chat or Padlet. So now we're going to call for content creation tips. And then I will also introduce meeting functionaries. And that's my role.
All right. So we have, actually, with the content creation celebrations, our idea for that piece of it was, what have you done recently to work towards a piece of, like, what kind of content have you been creating? Or if you're in the process, have you been thinking about a message? Have you been working on something, maybe writing ideas in a journal? So maybe we can put in the chat, what is something that you've done in the past week that is working towards your content creation goal? And we can celebrate that piece of it.
I wrote like 16 pages of my novel this week, so that was one thing I did. Yeah.
Yay! Congratulations. In preparation for today's workshop, I created a Canva tutorial video. So now I'm trying to upload more videos into YouTube. So that was my creation. Anybody else?
Yes, for me this week I have been very active on LinkedIn. That is something new for me. I am learning how to use it and letting know all my contacts that, hey, do you want to connect? So I will share my link. Who wants to connect? I am open. Thank you.
Yay! Congratulations. I know I need to get better at LinkedIn.
And I have been thinking about it for a while since I've joined you guys' group about creating content. And I joined TikTok. Oh my God, that is a big whammy for me because I'm gonna be honest, I've really not been well with social media. So this is like a big step for me. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone. I have some ideas. I already work for a company on Zoom, and I do this entertainment sometimes. And the creation that I want to bring is pretty much the essence of human nature
I love
and
it.
how we can connect something like Eva is talking about the connection with human nature and each other. So yeah, it's an idea. I'm still working on it. I have some contents to get together. I have a good friend of mine that is going to teach me how to do this thing without being so nervous. Because even though I'm funny and exciting here, you guys, I do be nervous. So that's it for me.
Yay! That is awesome. And Anna created flyers for events. And that is something that you can also do in Canva. All right, well, we can move it over to Jim for our content creation tip of the day.
Great. Thank you, Jenna. I did a little bit of digging. One problem that we've probably all faced at some point is what format do we want to be doing our creation in? And the answer probably depends a little bit on your own personal preferences, what inspired you, what you're trying to accomplish. And I found actually kind of a helpful little guide from a company called SEMrush. I think that stands for search engine marketing. So what they have is a little chart of different content formats that they say perform best. And I think that's in the realm of marketing some business idea, which might be relevant for some of us. Maybe it's less relevant for people who are trying to do more personal branding types of things, but it's still pretty instructive. And you can see their winners. They say out of their survey, video performed the best by quite a bit. Short articles, which I've thought a few times, yeah, something short to read is sometimes kind of nice. Curiously enough, long articles are not very far behind. So those are both valid. Success stories, I guess, is a specific type of article. And given that I'm showing an infographic here today, this is probably a little bit underrated. But it gives you an idea of some of the different formats that are out there and maybe what works well in a business advertising context. And if a chart like this helps you decide what kind of content you'd like to create, I hope it's been a helpful tip. Thank you.
Back to me.
Yes, you can introduce
Okay,
the functionary.
I'm still getting used to it.
No problem.
So now,
I'll help you.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. So now we will have introduced the meeting functionaries. So we have our general evaluator, venue. Please come on in.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Monique. Today, I'm doing a general evaluator role. General evaluator is someone who actually monitors the whole meeting, right from before the meeting, during the meeting, and what we can do after the meeting. So it is basically an introspection of how we are doing, what we can do better, what we can continue to do. So I will try to give my report towards the end of this Toastmaster meeting. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
You're on mute, Monique.
Is this room supposed to say essence or what?
Wow. I was so excited.
But I saw,
Yeah, you
I
saw
could
me,
see
right?
the excitement without the words.
Awesome. So we have Eva here. She will do the table topic. Come on in, Eva.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmasters. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am excited to be your table topics master today. In this segment, we'll dive into the theme, content creators. You got it. So get ready to unleash your inner influencer as we explore the exciting world of creating content. So be prepared to think fast and share your ideas. This is your chance to go viral. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Eva. Appreciate you. Okay, now we will have, so now we're in the need for our sound effects. Do we have,
Joseph? Yeah,
Yeah.
Joseph, you
Joseph?
wanted to try it?
Yeah, how am I supposed to share the sound? I don't know if
So if you go to share screen, so click on share
wait,
screen.
hold on. Sorry. Wait, I don't know why it's not stopping. Yeah, what did you say?
Click on share screen.
Okay, share screen.
And then when you click on it, does it say advanced?
Yeah,
So click on advanced.
yeah.
And then click on computer audio.
Okay, let me know if you guys hear this.
Okay.
You guys hear that?
I didn't hear it. Try it again. Did you click on computer audio and then wait, computer audio and then share? Because I don't see at the top of my screen that anybody's sharing their sound.
Okay, let me try that one more time. Share. It says
There you go.
Woohoo!
Yay!
okay. Nice.
Yes.
That was
Thank you, Joseph.
no problem.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Okay, now we will have our timer. We still need someone for timer.
Can someone take a double roll? I would actually love for somebody to time me when I do mine. I'm trying to do it under 5 minutes so that people can have a chance to create today.
Yeah, let me know how much time I can do the timer roll.
Okay. So if you, for mine, okay, let's just go shoot for 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, got it.
It's like a regular speech.
Okay, sure. So I am your timer, Monique. Let me.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So, thank you, Madam Toastmaster. I'm back again with a timer roll with a different hat. So, timer roll is very important in the Toastmaster meeting because we would like to finish our speeches in time, on time. So, Toastmaster has this roll timer which tracks the time of speeches, prepared speeches, as well as ad hoc speeches. The prepared speech today is going to be given by Jenna today, and I'm going to show 5 minutes green, 5.5 minutes yellow, and then 6 minutes red. So my background is going to change like that, and hopefully you can watch it change. And for the table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 minute green, again I will change it, and 1.5 minutes it's yellow, and then 2 minutes it's red. For both of the prepared speeches as well as the ad hoc speeches, you have 30 seconds grace period. So as soon as you are into red, by that time you are to be wrapped up. All right, back to you, and I will give my report in the final section of the meeting. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Venue, for that. I appreciate you also. And now we have our counter, which is open for anybody to grab.
If nobody
Do you
else
think we need
wants
to?
it, I could grab it, but I'd love for
No.
somebody else to grab whatever opportunities they can.
I think everybody else has a role. And Anna, I don't know if you're staying today. Usually, I know you usually have to run in the middle of these meetings.
If it's open and nobody else wants to be the counter, I will count Oz. And it's about that simple. We'll listen for filler words and keep track of how many everybody uses and see where we end up by the end of the meeting. So far, so good, although I have not been counting officially. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. And I appreciate you too. Okay. So we have Jim as our all counter. Now we have the mini workshop and creativity challenge.
All right. Thank you, Monique. I thought since we are content creators here that we would have a creativity challenge where we're all creating a piece of content using Canva. And what I've discovered is that when you're in Toastmasters, you're part of a nonprofit organization. And so a few of us, and actually I'm going to ask Eva, were you able to get approved for a nonprofit and given all of the tools in Canva?
Yes, after I received all your information, well, your instructions, I got it.
Yes. Okay. So now we know a benefit of being in Toastmasters is that you can select Toastmasters and give them proof that you're a Toastmaster, and you can actually get all of the tools in Canva for free. But if you don't have the free version, I'm going to still show you some workarounds for all of this. So for those of you who may not be familiar with Canva, let me share my screen. Oh, let's see. I'm going to take over sharing maybe. Here is Canva. Oh, okay. I think I have my screen up. This is the homepage of Canva. Now, what I would like, since this is a workshop, I would like all of you to go to Canva. And if you haven't already created an account, you are going to create, here, let me sign out just so that you see what it looks like. So when you get to the home page, you are going to sign in if you already have an account, or you're going to create a new account. Now with this content creator's email address, I just used Google to sign in, and that was how I logged in.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jenna. So your speech is already started?
Yes.
Okay.
You can start it now. Okay. Now, if you're logging in for the first time, I know it may take a little bit longer to get in, but if you are in Canva right now, can you give me a thumbs up so I can see who is in Canva? Does anybody have any questions or need any help getting in? Okay. So today I am going to show you how to create a post. And I just realized I am using a completely different account than I used before. So I will just start from scratch. Now, how you're going to do it is you're going to create a design, and you can really choose any one that you want, any size that you want. I'm going to select Instagram post just because if I know as an Instagram post, it's going to be a square. And here is your challenge. Your challenge today is in this Google Doc. And I put the link to this Google Doc in the chat if you want to open it up for yourself as a reference. So you're going to go to Canva. It looks like all of you are in there. I'm going to copy this link right here and put it into the chat. You can try joining my content creators team. If you create as a member of my team, I think, and I'm not 100% sure, I tested it out from my non-paid account, and I was actually able to get some of the premium tools just by being connected. So you can try and click on that link and see if it joins my content creators group, and then create from there, but you don't have to. That's just an option. But this is really what the challenge is. Today, you're going to tell me what is on your mind. You're going to create a post to convey a message that's important to you at this moment. And since I just came back from Disneyland with my girlfriends, the thing that's been on my mind are these Disney characters. And it was my girlfriend's birthday, and something that I did for her birthday was I made shirts for all of us. And actually, here is an example of the post that I created in Canva. So I discovered, or the shirt that I made for myself is Forky, and Forky is my spirit character. And if you were to scan this QR code, it would actually go to the scene in Toy Story where Woody introduces Forky to the group of toys. And that is the exact explanation of why I feel that I am Forky at his true essence. So this was the post that I created. I'm just going to do a quick overview of the tools in Canva. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you about 10 minutes, maybe you need less. And then we're going to see, I'm going to give you an opportunity to create your post, and then we're going to share, and you'll have about a minute to explain what you created and why you created it. So when you first get into Canva, you see that they have templates. So you can start from a template, or you can go to elements, and then you can search for images. So let's see. If I search for Disneyland, would anything from Disneyland pop up? I wasn't sure, but I'm actually using my own photo. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take my photo and just drag it into the page. And when you drag a photo into the page, or you find something actually from the internet, I found this image of California Adventures. You can find something from online and you can bring it in too. But you can set an image as your background. And then if you want to change it, you can double click it and you can rearrange it. I can make it a little bit bigger, and I can position it exactly the way that I want to. Another thing, or a part of the challenge, is to add text. So you're going to just click the text and you're going to add some words. So my words were, who is your spirit character? And then you can use the tools to change the font, to change the color. You can play around with the effects. And once you have yours, then you're going to share it with the group. And I challenge you to, actually, what did I put on here? You to either share it on your social media page or pages, or put it into the content creators meetup album, or this link to the content creators Padlet. Does anybody have any questions before I let you go and start creating your own post?
Wait,
Okay.
sorry, I didn't catch that last bit. Was it put it inside of the link over there? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, so once you finish, you can download it as an image or an animated GIF like I did, and then you can post it to your social media page, post it to either of these links, your choice, and then we're going to share our creation. Okay, with
So
that,
can you show you where the elements you're searching for?
yes, so elements. I have on this side, the left-hand side, you have
Oh,
a toolbar, and so elements would
okay,
be,
okay, I got it.
you
Okay.
can search here and you can do graphics, and they
Oh,
have photos.
I don't see that bar.
Oh, you
Uh,
don't see this bar?
yeah, the elements bar.
So
The
if you click on, oh, you don't see this at all?
Yeah, I don't see
Does
that.
anybody not see elements?
Oh, wait a second.
I wonder if it's oriented in a different place.
Oh, maybe. Okay,
But
I can take a look at it. That's fine.
okay,
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's all I have.
okay. Here we go. I will give you 10. We'll just do a check-in to see. And then I'm here. So if you have any questions, actually, Venu, if you want to share your screen, let me look at what you're working with and I can see
Sure.
where it might be on your screen.
Yeah. So maybe it might be a different one because I logged into a different Canva, maybe. I don't know. So let me see. I can share my screen. Okay. So you're able to see my screen. So so I've joined the content creators team here.
Yep. And then create a design.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Create a design.
And
And
then,
which is Instagram post, right?
yeah,
Okay. Oh, this is where I see the elements. Okay.
there we go. Now it should be on the left-hand side.
I
It's
see. Okay. Okay.
elements.
And this is where I should start
Yep.
doing my stuff. Okay. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And if any of you want to start with a template, you can start with a template too.
But this one also we can drag all this, right? In
Yeah.
in this area.
So
Okay.
you could start from that if it actually does make it easier for you.
Okay. Perfect.
But all you need is an image and then words. You can do a quote, you can do your own personal saying, you could ask a question, anything that you want. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Oh. And how did we do? Was everybody able to complete a post? Almost. Did anybody finish one? Not yet.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I wanted to mention we had also something like that in our meeting. So now they are very active.
Oh, in the last meeting?
My last meeting 1 hour before was very, yeah. So yeah, so maybe just
Same thing.
today is the day I think they are working.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, that person's gone now. Does anybody have something that they created or started, an idea that they've started to get to? They're close and ready to maybe share?
I could throw something really basic out here.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of some of you who I've been talking to this week have probably sensed that there's There's a lot going on at work right now. So this is the lame idea that came to my overly stressed mind just now. But all three pieces, I guess, are some interesting part of Canva. This is actually an AI generated image. I was able to type in a description of a person or a cartoon character sitting in an office buried in paperwork, and it came up with this.
Really cool.
And
That
then a couple of fun text and animation effects.
I love it. And
It's
I love
basic, but it to express the first idea that came to mind.
No, but that's great because I didn't even cover the fact that Canva does use artificial intelligence. So you can generate images based on, you have a thought. If you've ever, if you've ever used Dolly, it's kind of similar to that. Great job. I love it. So many different elements. Anybody else? Or does anybody have any questions? Did anybody get stuck in a certain part or want to share what you were trying to do?
I have something. I think. So I guess I'll share it, but it's very crude. So given that we only spent 5 minutes on it, but let me go ahead and try to. I just share the screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let me see if I can do that. Let's go back there. Yeah, so this was gonna be the book cover for the novel I was working on. But I'm starting to realize that I thought this looked like the ocean from afar, but it kind of doesn't look like it either. So I don't know if this fits necessarily with the theme I'm trying to go for. And a lot of the other ones are like kind of basic as well. So I don't know, like I'm trying to give more of an oceany vibe, but I feel like this one looks more like a paint brush stroke, so that's why I was like hesitant to share this. But yeah, that's what I was working on.
I love it.
Me too. It really looks really nice. I don't know what is your idea, but that is beautiful. It's elegant. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. And I'm getting ocean vibes from it.
Yeah, but I want it to be more like, I wanted to have more of a sense of wonder. This one more looks kind of like avant-garde to a degree. I don't know if you get that same vibe, like modern art style.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not the vibe I'm necessarily going for, but yeah. So,
I love it. And we have to go through that beginning phase of the creation stage, right? You're just playing with lots of ideas. So a tip that I have for you in Canva, and I see on yours that you have page 2 out. So you can add multiple pages. You can even duplicate the page that you have and then just take the background image out and then just play around with different images. So I do that all the time. I like give myself 5 different options and then I go to elements. I search for ocean and then see what it looks like to put different images in the background. So play around with different things and then eventually you'll get to that look and the feel that you're really going for. But I think that's a great start.
thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Anybody else? All right. Well, I hope you got at least just a little taste of Canva and its possibilities and what you can do with it. And now you can start thinking about how can you use Canva and tie it to a message that you want to send. You can use it to promote the work that you're doing. You can do it to create flyers. There's so many possibilities. I just think it's a great tool. And the fact that you can get a premium account through nonprofit organizations or educational accounts, I think that's what makes it my favorite design tool. So if you have any questions about Canva, I'm happy to jump on to I helped Dalal add some things to her podcast. So just reach out to me and I can hop onto Zoom and show you any of those little tips and tricks. And with that, I'm going to turn this over to Eva so she can do table topics.
I have one. I just finished it.
Oh, yay! I saw you working away. I was wondering. Just in
Can
time.
I share the screen?
Yes, of course you can.
This is so much fun. Which one? I think it. Yeah, this is it. Can you guys hear it?
Let's see. It looks like, ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
You did a video?
Oh, fancy.
We're not, if there is sound, we're not hearing the sound. Wow.
Da, 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 da.
Yay! I love
What do you
it.
guys think?
Really cool. And you did that all within this time? That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to add words to it, like a sound to it, and I wanted to ask the question, but I'm figuring it out as more as I work with it.
Yep.
I can see that it can look exactly what I really desire for this team, for our team, because I am going to be a part of it. I already sent the information out to you, so and I want to promote. So, and I'm good at that. I'm good at promoting. I'm good at encouraging. So that's something I would do for this team itself. You know, come join our team. Something like that. I really can see myself doing that. You know.
I love it. I love it. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay, now we'll turn it over to Eva.
Perfect. Yes, thank you. So now this section is about table topics. So this is the opportunity to share and to connect through your unique experiences. So how this work? You will have 1 to 2 minutes to participate. I will share now a presentation. It's a beautiful presentation made Canva by Gina. It's a gorgeous one. So before I share the presentation, I would like to ask you who wants to participate in these table topics. You can raise your hand, like that I know who to ask, because when I introduce I will share the presentation, I cannot see everyone sometimes. So it's okay to ask everyone to participate? Perfect. Monique is in. Jim, I believe you are in. Perfect. Joseph, everyone, Gina too. Okay, now it's time to share. Let me see. We say that we are going to share the full screen. That this way it works. Okay, unless presenter. So could you see the full screen presentation? Wonderful, thank you. Okay, content creators, table topics. Here we go. Okay, I will ask the first person that I see here is Monique. Monique, do you like to choose a category, and which number do you like?
Podcast.
Podcast, 100 to 500, which one?
I'm a big spender. Let me do 500.
Identify with you, Monique. Okay, the question is, who would you want to interview for a podcast episode?
Oh, simple. Cheetah. Facts. All get out.
Yes, wonderful. And could you tell us why would you like to interview Gina? I already know, but for our guests.
The reason why I would say Gina, because me and her can connect on the healing journey that she's on. And I would love to hear in details, what did it look like? How did it feel? What was the process? Because we're getting to this place where people are really looking for connection for real. They really are. And I really believe I'm in the right place at the right time. So Gina will be a very good candidate for a podcast that I will host, and I will interview her.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And do you have just another question? Do you have an idea of the title of that episode?
Well, with the video I just showed just now, the questions is, how do you see yourself? What is your self-talk like? How does it sound? And what does intimacy mean to you?
Wow, very deep questions. Thank you so much, Monique, for your participation. Now we continue. Okay, so social media. This is beautiful. Okay, it appears like that, so it's good. So I will ask Jim, how has social media impacted your personal or professional life?
This is a fun one because most of you have probably heard me talk about being allergic to social media. I am not on Facebook. I am not on the gram. I am not on LinkedIn. I remember the first time I got an invite to LinkedIn, it was from a friend of mine who had previously invited me to Amway. So I was already a little bit suspicious of any further invites from Kurt. And one day this email shows up and it's for this company called LinkedIn, which was obviously much smaller back then. And I try to log on, and the very first thing it asks is essentially for a copy of my resume. And my first thought is, why do I want to just give you my resume? It's completely out of my control. I'd be a whole lot better off just putting this on my own website someday, which I still haven't gotten around to, but hopefully soon.
Okay,
So how
wow.
has it impacted my professional life? It's probably hurt me because everybody else who is on LinkedIn has a little bit of an advantage. On the other hand, I still try to do things the old school way. I meet people in person. I hand out business cards. I try to make connections where I can, even if it's not using social media. Somehow humanity got by for thousands of years without LinkedIn or Facebook. My family will sometimes reach out to my wife, who is on Facebook, with some interesting pictures or goings on. So maybe I have a little bit of a tie in that way. But I'm glad that the impact on my life is pretty minimal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jim, for sharing your story. And I understand you. It took me years to go to be active on LinkedIn. It took me like 13 years. So now I am very recently opening and being active on LinkedIn. So I understand you, totally understand you. Perfect. So the next question will be for Benu. Benu, here is the question. Let's see. That appears here. Okay. Please share a memorable experience where social media played a significant role in connecting you with others or sharing information.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for your question. I think social media to me, since I'm not on many of the social medias, definitely to me it's Facebook. So when I was on Facebook, when I created this account several years ago, I know little about social media, I know what it does and all that. So I started connecting, and it actually connected me to my childhood friends who are across different parts of the world, people in London, people in Canada, people everywhere else within the US as well. So that's one way social media helped me. Also, it also helped me to see how they are doing. I am not a big fan of sharing my pictures, sharing the location in the pictures. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm very security conscious, so I don't usually share all that. But I do see a lot of my friends actually share that, so at least I know how they are doing it. So that's definitely is something which I really love to continue, and hopefully I will try to learn more about those people. And also the third way is, at least it got me connected to their phone numbers, and so that I can talk to them offline and outside of the social media as well. So these are the three ways it helped me. So connect with my friends everywhere else, and know about how they are doing, and then three, connect with them on the phone and talk to them. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Venu, for sharing. I love how you organized your speech. Thank you, thank you. So let me click here. Where we go here? Oh, we went back. So now I am getting understanding this. Oh, this is amazing presentation in Canva. Oh, what a beautiful one. So, okay, Joseph, so now you have the opportunity to choose between these 4 topics. Which one do you choose?
It seems on theme. Let's go books for 500.
Oh, that's good. Oh, totally. Okay. If you were to write a book, oh my God, this is for you. What would it be about, and who would be the audience? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, given that I'm already 315 pages into writing a book, this is going to be my first book. I'd say that I do have a good background on this particular question. Basically, my book is about my old high school friend group, and I remember we built a boat together. And the reason why I bring that up is because it's fantasy. It builds upon that, but it's based on the personalities from that particular friend group in sort of an exaggerated way. And so I'd say, if I was gonna say who my audience would be in particular, I feel like it's very cross genre, right? Like it's one of those. I want it to be like one of those shows that can appeal to multiple different audiences. So one of my favorite shows that's becoming very popular these days is Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? And they made a live action of it on Netflix recently. And the reason why that particular show has so much appeal is because they keep it clean. They keep it clean so that kids are able to watch it, but when you watch an adult, there's so much nuance that you didn't realize it had. And so that's why I'm trying to that's the kind of vibe I'm trying to make, an audience that would be sort of cross genre, cross ages, that sort of thing. And so yeah, that's how I'd answer that question.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Joseph. I'm very intrigued to read your book, because now I know the author, so it's you. Please let us know. We would love to read it and to cheer you up in this journey. Perfect. Thank you so much. So now we go for the next one. Yes, Gina, please choose the category you want to participate.
I will try visual media for 300.
300, interesting. Okay. How has visual media evolved in the past 20 plus years? Give an example.
I really believe that I am living through just a huge evolution of media. And when I think about visual media, I guess I think about movies and how when I was a kid, my parents were still watching some black and white TV shows. And to me, that was really old. And so I was really trying to avoid some of those things. But then I also think about visual media in terms of like video games. And if I'm thinking about video games, I had an Atari and I played those video games with my brother. And I actually remember having a computer where we did the story-based games where it was just all text. And my dad, we'd sit at the computer, my dad would read the story and it would be me and my brother, and then we'd make decisions and try and solve whatever it is that we had to solve. So I feel like I really got to see that evolution of just, if you think about that, a text-based video game to now where video games look so realistic. I sometimes I can't even tell if I'm watching basketball on TV or if I'm watching a video game that my husband is playing. So I just love seeing people's imaginations. I love seeing their creativity. And what I love the most, the absolute most, is that we're getting more diversity and to see the different perspectives of, people's imaginations and the connections that they have and their stories that they want to tell. That is what I'm loving the most of this evolution. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much, Gina, for give us that clear idea of how you love visual media. Thank you. So now I think we are 7 people. I cannot see the person, but if you want to participate, could you mute or it's okay? I don't know the name. Is another person there?
Anna might be busy, so we can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So in this case, I will, yes. Thank you so much. Bless you. So in this case, we finish our table topics, and I will give a little recap. So for the participation, I have the first participation for Monique. Monique, when I asked the question, I love how fast she answered, which is the person that she wants to interview. Gina, it's like, oh yes, definitely. And I love the fact we have that conversation. Why? And she talked about that beautiful connection. And even she has that, that the title, thinking on her feet. So thank you, Monique. I love your energy, and it was beautiful to have your share your interest and your activities in our podcast. Perfect. So now about Jim. Jim is very interesting. His point of view about social media, but he loves, and I also love Jim, to connect in person with people. I do that a lot, and I love. Still, you're connecting social media through your wife. It's very interesting to hear that she is connected and you know a little about it from her. So that is really cool. So yeah, it was something interesting to hear your participation. So thank you so much. And also about venue, I love how it's a question that you need to think on your feet, but you organize your response in 3 points. And you know the power of 3. People remember well, and at the end, you use the conclusion. So you mention again the 3 points. Wonderful, wonderful, and it's a good example for us to learn from you. So thank you so much, Venu. Now, Joseph, what a question! What a question was just tailored for you. And yes, and I love to hear how many pages you already wrote, 360, and already you share what is your vision about the design of your book. And also you were very clear as an author, who is your market, who is the people that you want to market. So it was very interesting to hear your strategy. and was well presented your participation. Thank you for that. And for Gina, as usual, I love your energy too. You have that gift as storytelling, right? I imagine when you were talking about those old movies and your family with your dad and even with your husband to see that game. So that is very interesting, and that is something that intrigues us. And I was there when you describe it, so that you have that beautiful gift. So it was wonderful to hear your participation. So thank you. So that's it. Thank you so much, and back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Eva. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, what an amazing table topic we had tonight. You guys, let's give her a hand. And Joseph, let's do a sound effect for her. Woo-hoo! Let me let Joseph come on and work his sound effect. Awesome. Awesome. So we're at the time now where we have tabletop general. The general evaluator calls for functionary reports. General evaluator provides evaluation, passes discussion on to talk about membership. And that is venue. Come on in.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. So this is the third section of the meeting where we usually get all the reports from the functionary roles, and also we will try to evaluate. Before I move on, Gina, did you have an evaluator?
No,
Okay.
I didn't even think about that today.
Okay, I can.
But you can wrap it into your evaluation.
Yeah, I can do that. But before that, I just wanted to quickly get the report from the timer, which is me. So everybody is within the time. Your speech was 7 minutes 34 seconds. Monique, your speech was a little bit less than the minimum 1 minute. It is 58 seconds. Jim was 1 minute 37 seconds. Myself 1 minute 57. Joseph was 1 minute 34 seconds. Considering this is your first meeting, you did really great with the timing. And Gina, exactly 2 minutes. So good job there. So now let me go ahead and call upon our accountant, which is Jim, to give his accountant report.
Great. Thank you, Venu. I hope I was listening pretty well. I have a halfway decent count, so I think I was listening pretty well. Now, there are a lot of people who did a lot of speaking today, so some of the counts got a little high as a result. Monique, I counted 3 so's, 4 ums, 1 double it, and 2 you knows. Jenna, who had lots of speaking time, 2 okays, 10 double words of different types, 6 so's, 1 1 just, 1 you know, and actually a word I liked that you used a few times, now. That's actually a really good transition word to use that. I counted 3 of those at least. And I think that's a good one for all of us to maybe pick up. Eva, you had a lot as table topics master. We had 3 so's, 2 uhs, 1 okay, 1 double 2, 1 double I, and 1 up. For myself in table topics, I counted, I think, a double on. I'm not sure if anybody counted more for me, but that's what I caught for myself. Joseph, not a whole lot. I had 2 ands, a so. Actually, I'm sorry, no, it was 2 and so's. 1 you know, and 1 Venu, just a couple, 2 uhs, 3 so's, 1 That's my report.
Thank you.
Actually,
Thank
very
you
good
so much.
considering
Thank
the
you.
amount of speaking people did today.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much. Since we don't have a word master, I have not heard anyone using its sense as a word of the day. I think we have forgot to use those words. Or is anyone used it?
I've heard it. I heard it a couple of times.
Okay, which was by Monique.
I think Monique used it.
Okay,
I might have used
At the
it
beginning.
once.
awesome. Okay, awesome. So someone used it. All right.
Yes, it's there.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go into my evaluation. So I think we had a pretty good preparation before the meeting. I know a lot of roles had to be filled. That's because I know Gina was coming from a vacation and she has to plan pretty much everything just a couple of days before. So I think this is like a one-off from the many meetings I have seen where roles are had to be filled here. So I think maybe from next week onwards, I think we should look for to fill the roles at least 1 or 2 days before, so that we at least know. But the agenda, sending agenda, is pretty good. That is consistently, it is really helping, so that everyone knows about what's coming up. As far as the meeting itself goes, I really loved how Monique started with with the word of the day, and then she always steps up, for any role. That's one of the great quality Monique has. She's not afraid of doing any of the roles, which is a very good thing. That also shows that she's pretty open as well. And coming to the prepared speech, Jenna's speech is really good, as well as it's like a hands-on workshop, at least for me. And I'm pleasantly surprised what Monique has come up with in that very short time. And as compared to me, I just came up with one square, and I was still struggling to figure out to fit everything. And one other person came up with the whole video. So there are two different ends here, you can see. So it's really good. It has an impact. But only one suggestion I have is this is probably worth of at least a 20-25 minutes workshop. So at least we can at least have people do it for like 10 minutes straight, so that they can actually create something and share it in their social media, right? So, and then the table topics, Eva's excellent job. Again, she's always been meticulous and very thorough in whatever role she has done. That's one thing I've seen with Eva. So this is no different today, and she has done a great job with table topics. And also, one thing what I really liked is after the table topics is done, she has explained each and every person what they talked, and she really kind of talked about what she liked. So that's something which I think we can do. I mean, we can try to do after every table topics by the table topic master. But that's something which is really good, which helped us, kind of like a summarizing everything. Overall, I think this meeting has done really good, and we do have a book writer now in Joseph, so who had come in, and I don't know, maybe Eva somehow she got the right question to Joseph, somehow she got that book question, so that Joseph can actually explain about the book. So I don't know how it happened, it just happened. So but that was right on spot. Overall, I think we had done a great job. Let's continue to do the same thing in future meetings as well. With that, I would like to hand it over to our Toastmaster, Monique.
Woo, thank you. Thank you, general evaluator, also timer, and thank you, Jim. And again, thank you for everyone. Thank you for all people that participate, everyone that was a part of this community. I really appreciate the inspiration and the essence of this creation. It's beautiful. is well. It's thank you. It is well, like really thoughtful, and it has a foundation that is motivating and inspiring to a lot of people. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys. And I think that's my time of giving my, let me see, closing remarks is, oh, okay, closing remarks is, and the next step is Gina. Come on
Yes,
in.
I will take it. And I know we don't have too many new people here. Joseph, I just want to especially thank you for being here. I would love for you to consider becoming a member of this club. We're really trying to, we're doing new things in Toastmasters. Out of all the Toastmasters clubs that I visited, like I really want to focus on content creation and helping people spread their own message, whatever that is. And that really is something that I'm really passionate about. And Monique talked about, me being on my healing journey. It's part of my healing journey is to help everybody see that you have an important message. And I love that now you're an author coming in, hopefully wanting to join. So I'm going to put the membership link in, and I would love for you to consider filling it out and becoming a member of this Toastmasters club, because I think that once we get this going and we start filling officer roles, we can really start something big. So thank you, Joseph, for being here. Thank you, Eva and Monique and Jim and Venu, for always being around and supporting this, because this has just been a vision of mine that I didn't even know was gonna be anything. When Venu said, what kind of club would you want to start? I didn't even want to answer him. But I'm glad that I said something, because this really aligns with my essence and who I am and what I want to do in this world. So please consider joining this club. I already have information from Monique and Eva. Jim's going to be the coach of this club, and we have some others. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here on a night where it's the first presidential debate. So I think that probably played into why people didn't come, because now I have to go search for the recording of it and see how they did. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for making time and space for being at this meeting today. And we will post it, and I hope to see you not next week because it's the 4th of July, but the week after.
Joseph, do you have any feedback?
Yeah, I thought it was great, and I did not know that it was the presidential debate, so that is probably, but I don't really, watch politics at all, so even though I probably should. So yeah, but I thought this was great. This is interesting. I've never seen a Toastmasters club specifically about content creation, so yeah.
I did some research. I haven't seen anything else like this, so we can be starting something brand new and exciting, and we can make this whatever we want it to be. So yes, I'm excited for this.
All right, thank you. Joseph, do we have your email address, Joseph?
I can just fill out the form.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. I'll give it. It says there's a section for the email address there. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, wonderful. Okay.
Yay!
Thank you, everyone.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Have a good time.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Good luck, Joseph, with your book.